All right, so here we go, getting ready for our last matchup of the night. We've got the Disciples of Sizz taking on Sienna. Winner gets to face the Ball So Hard University, who got the sweep last week over the #1 seed in Tier 4. So again, this is another rematch of a division finals, so it should be really interesting to see if we see that flip of the script. We've seen it now, I think, twice throughout the Tournament of Champions. We might find it a third time here.
Over the top of the ball. Knew he had it. He knew he had it. He even drops a wow in the chat to let everybody know that he knew that he had it. Then went over the top of the ball. Open net miss. Definitely biting him. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him now. Shot coming in from Decenio. Goes off target. And look at Aquas just pushing through. Giving Carrot the most carrot of the carrots in possession. Unable to capitalize on that play. It's back in blue half. Skippy with possession.
All right, so now down in the orange, and it ends up getting back out. Are we going with Aquas or Aquas? What are we calling him there?
I think that's what I called him during the. But we can say something like really French or even Aquas.
Aquas. Hang on, I gotta turn you up. You're really quiet now that you switch mics.
Sorry about that. Let me actually just turn our gain up.
Oh,
there you go.
That's much better.
Should be much better now, I believe.
Skippy tries to pass it down to Carrot, not going to make it there. Skippy, though, looks for the flick over Parka. It's going to be off to the corner. Camp's unable to hit the ball out off the corner. Shot near post, and Decino gets the ball downfield as Skippy looking to retrieve that.
Keeping up that. Oh, there comes some extra offensive pressure coming out from Sienna. Just unable to get it in the net. Now Carrot with all the opportunity in the world. So many carrots. Not even just so many carrots, the amount. It's the actual descriptors of that carrot. It is the most carroty carrot possibly that I've ever seen. But we're going to have Parka taking that catch off the back line. Decenio going up, trying to keep this back up to Parka. Parka reading off the sidewall, but Akus reading that very well. To continue to pass play back up field. Unfortunate, no one there, but Skippy taking it from the back line. The shot from Decenio, the pass really off the back wall and down. The carrot once more. Possession, trying to get it past midfield, unable to do so. They're doing a really good job over on Sienna and keeping this ball in blue half.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of possession. So we've seen the past 2 nights now. We saw Tier 2 play. We saw that C3 low GC gameplay. We saw last week, towards the end of the week, we saw C3 and lots of it. So that low champ play. Now we're going back down to Diamond. Now, granted, some of these guys might have hit champ throughout the season, but throughout all of this, what is something that you try to, or at least that you would recommend to players in this rank that are trying to make that push?
Well, in this rank right here, this is all Tier 4, so this is all Diamond 2, Diamond 3. The push to champ is, and I believe that this, I wish somebody would have told me this when I was in Diamond 2, Diamond 3, and just really trying to push into champ, is that you'll get there eventually, and once you get there, enjoy it, because you're gonna lose it really quickly. It's more of a state of mind thing. But as far as mechanics, really things you want to work on. You want to be able to have a good sense and work on your field awareness. Work on where your players are. Whenever you rotate for boost, you don't need that 100 boost pad in the corner. You really don't. You only need at most 12 to 24 boosts to make a play downfield. So don't be so quick to rotate all the way back for full boost to continue on to think that that's what you need. Otherwise, you give the defending team so much space to be able to clear the ball out and then switch possession, which is not a good thing. If you're playing against a strong defense, they'll catch it. Oh, almost coming in from Skippy there. Follow-up shot by Aquas. That's off the side. And there we go. Skippy laughing it in.
So crazy game here so far. We've gone almost a full game, no score. 51 seconds left on the clock, and we see the 1 goal on the board for the Disciples of Sizz. Not quite the way I thought it was going to happen. I thought this one was going to be a little bit more of offensive explosion. Sometimes when you see the looser rotations coming out, which we've seen, it hasn't been too bad. We've seen a couple opportunities where we see somebody going too far back and it kind of breaks the offense and stuff like that. But Sienna was doing a good job of just controlling possession And unfortunately, right there, they break, and it gives up the goal.
What an unfortunate time to give away that goal with a minute remaining and two defenses standing up as strong as they have. Oh, man. I really don't know what to think. Disciples of Sizz, like I said, they're the only team I've seen play, and what I've seen coming out of Sienna so far has been impressive, but it looks like Disciples of Sizz have just the edge, the offensive edge, the defensive edge, and overall, I think they're going to take this series in a 3-0 sweep. I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
All right, you're going to go straight in. You're going to dive right in.
I'm just head first, diving into concrete like a swimming pool without water, baby. Just let's hit it, smack. Look, we got two sign-ups up top, man. I believe in Disciples. Let's do it.
All right, so let me take 1 second here to save the replay. And then what was the other team? It's Disciples and
it is Disciples versus
Sienna.
Okay,
took me a moment. Sorry about that. So I had to save the replay. Let's see. This is tier 4. Yes, it is tier 4, guys. Excuse me, had a little hiccup. But so Disciples of Sizz get that first win. So this is Diamond to Diamond 3. So we see things slow down a little bit. But the one thing that we saw Sienna did really well is possession. However, they didn't get the shot totals that we thought they would have for being able to have the possession. They only had a total of 4 shots, lots of saves, and Parker was the man to get out and really stretch out his car to make a lot of stops. So I think Sienna, if they just keep going the way that they were, they should be able to get things to go their way. But we'll have to see. I'm not going to make the prediction because I waited a bit too long to make it. It's kind of cheesy to make the prediction after game 1. So I'm just going to stay the oblivious third party.
Yeah, that's totally fine, man. Let me go ahead and take charge of this one because I'm going to go ahead and say Disciples of Sizz. Seeing them play, the gentlemen there have great communication. As far as them hitting champ, I know that a few of them have, and I believe actually all of them have. I could be wrong with this. I believe that all of them actually have hit champ since the beginning of the season. Because, of course, I mean, this is 3 months ago. We're talking about whenever the season started. A lot of time to get out of Diamond 2 and Diamond 3. But overall, the communication, I think I had an interview, on-stream interview with, I believe it was Skippy, or it may have been Aquas, about communication.
Ooh. And nice play from Pamps coming in. Sorry to cut you off, but
no, man, I stopped talking because Caster's curse is a real thing, so I should probably stop there.
That is a really good read from Pamps coming out, able to get up and shoot that one straight down on the near post. Great placement, some good speed, and great next level read there. That is one of those plays that if you can see that speed at this rank, it's really going to help you out as long as you can stay consistent with your touches. That can really get you the wins. Aqua's trying to get the ball. Cena goes for the demo, and it's going to be sent downfield. Parka, very hesitant, almost giving up the goal, but thankfully has Pamps to bail him out. Skippy on the 50, just wide of the corner. As now Carrot looking for the bump. It's going to be Aquas again. Going to take the boost over ball route here. Back pass, though. Somehow Skippy makes this work. Upper corner is just going to be off.
Oh, man, Aquas with that follow-up shot. He had it, but good job to keep up the offensive pressure. Now Mr. Orange, Carrot, pushing this one down, but unable to make contact with the ball off the sidewall. Decenio gets it back in the half, only for a moment. Skippy trying to go up for the follow-up touch, and we got another lockdown! Yes! In front of the net, beautiful. Oh, man. That's just, that is art, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeez, I mean, that is two games now that we've had Rule 1s. Gonna be interesting. So we got they broke it. Skippy and Parka no longer in their Rule 1. I think they got bumped, though. I don't think they just broke the Rule 1.
Yeah, they sure did. They got bumped. I think they were bumped out.
We have an opportunity. Decenio getting a nice control touch. It's going to be just high of the crossbar. Aqua's looking to get the ball out. Parka with the 50 right into the middle of the field. Pamps a little slow to get up. Gets hit by Skippy on it. Now Carrot with the shot. It's going to make it in to tie this one 1-1.
If I had land and I could plant one food, I would plant so many of that man in my garden, and I would watch the most carrots grow 73 feet tall, and I would eat all of them. I wouldn't eat any of them, actually. I would die of starvation, and I would sell them all just so I could have my family released from the gulag.
Just that one guy, carrot.
Yes, I think that's all I would plant. I would just if I could find him, I would just say, hey, man, I need you for a science experiment. And then we do snip, 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 and then we plant him in the ground, and then I got a bunch of carrots growing. I think that would be beautiful. What a playmaker.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. Decenio coming right back, showing up, doing the exact same thing for the other team.
And a good read by Parka. He sees that he's not going to be able to get the ball. It sets up perfectly in the middle of the field. You see him look for that bump play. Doesn't quite connect on. He ends up being a little behind. But it's enough to distract the defender that it leaves the back of the net wide open. A really good, as we were saying earlier, the field awareness, something you have to be able to have at this level if you want to make that push to champ, if you haven't already. Now a 2-1 game for Sienna as they're looking to take down the disciples of Sizz. Gonna be popped up by Carrot. Skippy unable to do anything as Decenio trying to get the ball downfield.
Good pass up by Carrot. In all seriousness, that was a good backflip flick to keep that up in the air and give his teammate a chance there. Skippy just low on boost, unable to make contact, but they're going to continue to push this one down. Carrot's shot is saved by Parka right off the crossbar and down. Aqua's behind Carrot. Carrot pushing this and top front of the net. Top cleared by Parka. A deck downfield. Aqua's last man. Taps it off to the side. He's got an incoming banger coming off the back wall. Carrot able to reposition himself and challenge once more, but Parka still with possession. Skippy going in for the challenge. Aqua's trying to catch it, unable to do so. Decenio is going to take advantage. Skippy there, popping it back out. And we'll see if he has a chance to take this down the mid. He does not. Parka clears this back down. This ball is not leaving blue territory without fight.
And we saw Sienna do a really good job of controlling possession through game one. They're doing that again here in game two. Now that they've got comfortable, there's just a couple openings that they're giving to the Disciples of Sizz squad, and that's where we're able to see the pressure coming out from the blue side. Skippy having to avoid it. Demo Aquas has some space and a little bit of confusion on the rotation. Looks to focus out here as Parka pinches it off the back wall. Going to be Aquas trying to put it to mid. Skippy uses the last of what he's got to get up there. Amps should have gotten there first, but almost gives up the goal. Good save by Parka. And now we're going to see an attack here from Skippy again. Back wall pass. Perfect setup. What a save by Pamps to be on the goal line.
An incredible save, Pamps. Great positioning in the net. As far as that whole debacle that happened on the back wall there, that just goes to show you the effectiveness of communication. Calling each other off the ball, knowing when you have another shot, and also having that one thing that separates, I think, Diamond players from Champ players, just that little bit of range, not only is trust to know that your teammate will make contact with the ball when they say they will, as Decenio probably just told them, hey guys, I'm going to go and put this one away, and does.
And that is an unfortunate one there. That's going to be a tied series as Sienna should be able to get the 1-1 win here with a third goal on the board. 14 seconds left on this one. And Disciples of Sizz, I mean, they still look pretty good. They were able to make some good shot opportunities. We're seeing some really good teamwork coming out from Sienna, and that's what's really stepping up to this next level.
You know, not seeing them, of course, and then going with a team that I've only seen play is definitely hard. But just like big blue cube says, cube RL, big blue cube RL.
There you go.
Just like he says down there, you know, they seem very well matched. And also, yes, it is very creepy that I just talked about putting a man in my garden, pieces of him, and then growing into big, gigantic carrots. That was definitely creepy, but that's the vibe we put off. And O-Dubs Entertainment, yeah, I don't know what they mean by Sienna will get swept. Well, you know what? That's what I thought because I didn't see them play. But now that I know they won, guess what? They're not getting swept. Now it's going to be a 3-1. I feel like Disciples, they have better communication skills. You know, now let me just go ahead and rephrase all that. In all honesty, I think that Sienna just showing off the offensive pressure they did there, they totally have a chance to be able to take this right away from Disciples of Sizz. They're impressive offensively. Their defense is definitely stand up. But the offensive pressure, look at the shot and shot goal differential. I mean, you're shooting at 50% versus on Disciples, you're shooting for, what is that? That's 9. You're shooting for almost 11%.
Yeah, it's a pretty small percentage there for the Disciples. The other thing to kind of take a look at that I look at when I think of the stats, I think more than just the shot to goal total. I think of how does it look like with the saves in there? Because you never know, somebody could shoot really, really well in a game. However, like, they might have 2 shots, 1 goal. I mean, yeah, that's going to be 50%, but you only got 2 shots. They had 6 shots. Of those 6, 3 went in, and then another 2 had to be saved. So they made every shot except for 1 on target. And that's something that they've been able to really make the save. They had to make, my boards are bad tonight. The Disciples of Sizz have had to make saves on all these shots coming out from Sienna. And that's been one of the big difference makers in this game.
Really good job. As far as I can tell, they've done, I mean...
Oh, did we lose Coyote?
No, I'm just, my brain just takes time sometimes. It starts thinking about words, and then it's like, I can't talk about those words. But back to what I was trying to say is Disciples have been able to stand up to a lot of this pressure, but I do believe that, excuse me, that Sienna are going to be able to come out on top potentially again, unless they can fix those small holes that you were saying about earlier in the past game. Just like that, Decenio taking advantage of a hole placed over the top as Aquas goes up, just not high enough. Oh man, or Skippy, I believe, actually was last man back. Just not quick enough getting up, put over the top. Decenio, 1-0 lead.
That's one of those. It's a tough read there to make. I mean, you got to pre-jump that one. Since he put that nice and high almost off the crossbar. Good placement. Now it's 1-0 for Sienna. We're seeing that very efficient offense coming out and playing well here in Game 3. Will it translate to a Game 3 win? Is Decenio downfield, has wide open, and Al almost gets in front of it to make the save, but doesn't have to hit it.
Flashy, man. Flashing, flashy, flashy. Look at that. He knew he had it and just figured he'd go in for a little bit of style points there. Good shot by Decenio now, all the way downfield.
All right, so now a 2-0 lead, 3.5 minutes on the clock. So it's going to be interesting to see how things follow up here. Is it's going to send off to the side. Pam's trying to get control. He has to avoid carry to carry. Looks for the pinch, doesn't connect, so now just one man back. Parka, good read as he forces that one out to the corner, but it's not over yet as Parka will boom it aside, and that's going to give them some time to get things reset on defense.
Watch the positioning of these guys' cars if you are around this rank and you're trying to get up and trying to find that little bit of extra edge you need. Whenever you see a shot come on, I know Aqua's there shooting on an undefended net. The bump coming out from carry to carry was just lethal. I mean, just taking Parka right out of the play. But whenever you watch these saves come out from some of these players where they come in with an extremely powerful shot, look at the positioning of the defensive car versus the offensive car. Because, and they always say in defense, it's all about positioning, it's all about positioning, it's all about positioning. And it's kind of hard to explain what that means. But whenever you see and you compare it angles like geometry, the weaker angle, the ball is going to go the path of least resistance, just like water, air, anything like that. So if you end up angling your car off to the point where it doesn't become a pinch where you're just letting in-game physics just take over all control, if you aim your car at a perfect spot for somebody coming full head on straight on to you, and you know you're not going to win the 50, you angle your car at a way where the 50 will go outside of the net. And I feel like when you see players do that at higher ranked lobbies, the next time you see a tier 1 or a tier 2 matchup, and I'll guarantee you'll see it every single shot, every single save. You'll see that, and you'll be like, yeah, Coyote, you're right. I'm going to be like, yes, I know. You're welcome.
Patting yourself on the back there.
I'm like, yes, I will go ahead and give myself a pat on the back by default.
So we are now almost 2 minutes left to go in the game. We're seeing a very tight series still. 2-1 now on the board. Skippy looking for the extra touch. Pass across. Nobody following up, though, as Aquas waiting back. That last man back kind of hesitant. Aquas now challenging the play. Decenio trying to clear it out. Keeps it along the corner. Runs out a boost on his way down from the ceiling. Parker with a nice 50. Should be able to continue the offense push. Aquas looks for carry to carry. And this is something we're seeing that's new from the Disciples of Sizz. We're seeing some passing plays come out. And they're not just regular passing plays. They're like passing plays out of the defensive rotation.
Oh my goodness, you're totally right. They're passing plays out of the defensive rotation. All in field, all accurate. But Decenio, once again, still finding that hole, pushing through and going ahead and putting another one away for the boys on Sienna. This is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the Sienna squad is playing really well. Sizz, well, disciples of Sizz, they're not playing bad either. They're just unfortunately unable to execute on their opportunities. Like right there, a great read to go for that block, just unable to get it on target. And that has been the woes of this one so far. It's just shot accuracy has kind of spelled some doom for them. But again, another pass out of the defensive rotation, and that is something you don't see at this rank. That is some high-level gameplay. It's been working pretty well. It's just does not lead to goals so far.
Kind of shocking. I mean, to be able to continue to put on so much offensive pressure, but then just not be able to break down a defense. And I really can't tell you what it comes from, whether it's a lack of, like, and that play right there, carry. I mean, maybe, it's hard to judge other players whenever you're playing right now. I mean, it's hard to judge other players on the field intellectually whenever you are not them intellectually. Is that double tap almost coming in from Aquas, just right off the crossbar and back out? When you can't punch a hole through the defense, there's usually something that needs to happen, whether it be a slight bump, whether it be an infield pass that's shooting at 76 miles an hour, whether it be, oh my goodness, just unbelievable negative angle shots like Decenio putting in right there on the other side of the field. What a great shot. Decenio showing out this game.
Yeah, he is going balls to the wall here as he is now giving them a 4-1 lead. 20 seconds left to go. Sienna is going to be heading into game number 4 with the 2-1 win, looking to close out the series against the division champions. Again, they did face in the, if I'm remembering correctly, Division 11 championship during the season. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can close it out here. Again, Sizz has not played poorly. They've been playing very efficiently. They just have not been able to keep up with the pace of scoring. That's been the big struggle.
You know, mental processing. So this is the part that surprises me. Look at the shot. Look at the shot differential between the two teams. So you got 6-7.
Okay, balanced, right?
Very balanced. You got 1 goal come from Disciples and 1 save. Disciples. And that play was a pass play from Carrot to Aquas. And you have 4 goals, all coming from Decenio, and none of them were assisted. 2 saves.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh, good point. Yeah, he definitely stepped up in that one.
He did. Every play he made was a solo play. It was a fantastic effort by him to be able to control the ball. Now, if I'm looking at the Disciples, I'm sorry. If I'm on the Disciples sidelines and I'm looking at this right now, I'm saying, okay, that's the man we need to eliminate.
Yeah, you definitely got to take him down. Try to limit his opportunities on there. I mean, if you look over on the other side of things, 6 shots for the Disciples. Oh, the lobby crash. Feels good. 6 shots for the Disciples, and then only 2 saves on the other side of things from Sienna. I mean, they had the shot opportunities. They're there. They're just far enough out. They're not able to put them on target the way they need to be. If they can get those shots right on target, they should be able to bring this in and force a game 5. That's the big struggle. It's just the shot accuracy right now is killing the Disciples of Sizz.
They really do need to step it up. They need to step it up. Maybe having a server refresh. Let me just double check them real quick.
Yeah, I went ahead and sent it out to everybody. I think I saw somebody hop in though.
I don't believe so, but even if we did, we're okay. Go, everybody, go. Oh, yes, everybody's in. Okay, we're good.
All right, we'll say it's okay. We'll call it okay.
It was before the kickoff, and the player who needed to be there for the kickoff was there, so that we'll call that one a fine. Well, that was a close one. You were right. Somebody did jump. I was like, no, I'm jumped in. Oh, man. Well, look, Signetter's going to sign that, man. What do you do?
It's all good. So we see Pamps going for the demo. We haven't seen a lot of demo plays. We have seen bump plays. Something that is actually, it's been more common in this game than it has any other game. You see somebody get a push and then they just abandon the ball and go for the demo. But Decenio getting in for a shot. Sienna getting the early lead, making it now 1-0, and that is match point for Sienna.
There from Parker. Did you see that? passed it off the inside wall, got both defenders to chase it, and then you had Desenio sitting right there before either defender could even turn to see him.
And he is just doing it again.
This man is on fire.
I mean, you can't stop him. It's insane.
Call the fire department and an ambulance, because not only is he on fire, but I am also having a heart attack. What an unbelievable player, man. Desenio is showing up.
So now 2-0 for Sienna. And, I mean, if anybody is going to get the MVP award for this series, if this does end up going this way, it's going to be Desenio. But a bomb of a shot. Oh my gosh, he tries to get that angle off the back wall. Almost gets it too. That would have been maybe one of the shots of the tournament. A good opportunity here from Parka trying to get it off the corner. Just unfortunately lost control of it. And now Skippy looking to see if he can put it towards the mid.
I do like what I saw right there from Disciples of Sizz. They're starting to realize what they can implement into their offensive rotations, catch people off guard. They haven't been doing too many, like we said. You know, we've seen a lot more bumps and stuff on these plays, but not as many demolitions. If we can see some more demos coming out from these boys on Disciples of Sizz, but communicate them as you're going for them, so you have somebody to follow up and hit the ball, you'll have openings. You'll be able to take pressure and at least continue the pressure, and possibly just get a free goal out of it. I'm excited to see it happen right now.
Oh no, not a good touch there from Aquas. It's going to be over to Desenio. Desenio, the dangerous hot man. He's unable to put that one on target, so definitely a breath of relief coming out there. Pamps is back as last man, but he will hit it into the net, and it is going to be a 2-1 game here for Sienna still.
You know, I was sitting here eating a couple of potatoes, and I was like, man, this is a very potato-y potato. And then I looked up and saw carrot, and I said, that's what I want. I want carrots all day on my squad. I want to be able to eat carrots all day. Beautiful shot from him, solo playing down the field. And once again, speaking of solo plays, Desenio almost putting another one in, but saved by Skippy on the back line twice as the follow-up shot coming in from Parka. And the clear downfield's heavy. One thing I would do if I was from Disciples of Sizz standpoint is maybe try to go for more possession. Rather than just heavy clearing down the field. Try, if you have the space, catch it, slow down, slow the pace of the game, and try to see if you can catch Sienna off guard. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Matter. Desenio getting in for another one. He's got 2 in this game. No, sorry, that's 3, isn't he? He's already got the hat trick.
Yes, he does.
That's insane. We're only at halftime. I mean, and Sienna is just cruising. I think that's 8 shots now through the first half of the game. I'm not sure about Disciples of Sizz. Commentators biased for Sizz? No, we're not saying we're biased for Sizz. We're trying to make suggestions on how they can improve. McLean's got to go. See you later, man. Thanks for popping in.
McLean, and actually, I had picked Disciples of Sizz to win this series, but they have just not been showing up, not been playing the same that I'd noticed them to play. I actually casted their championship game. Or at least I believe it may have been the championship game or the semifinals. They were the runner-up. I can't remember which game I casted for them, but I do remember in particular them playing a lot better than they are now. I took them for a 3-0 win, and then now they're about to take the 3-1 loss unless they can really improve, take more possession plays, slow down the pace. Otherwise, Desenio is going to continue to run all over them with Parka and Pants, just helping and assisting and saving everything they can do on Sienna's defense.
And Desenio has just been that man of the hour, and another one coming out. Make it a 4th goal. That is 8 goals in just 2 games. I don't remember in game number 1 if he had a goal or not, but this is just absolutely insane. He is popping off, and I think that's going to be enough to lock down this series. It's a 4-1 game, a minute 45. You see them trying to change things up on the kickoff for Disciples of Sizz, but it doesn't work out there as the ball just goes right back over to Sienna.
Gibby able to pass it off the wall to Carrot going up, but beat once again to the ball by Parka. Desenio, fastest player on the field. I think his reaction time is quicker than other people as far as other players on the field. Now it's Desenio versus Carrot. That flick, lethal coming out of that Dominus. Goodness, get this man a towel, a bag of ice, and an ice cold. If he's an adult alcoholic beverage, if he's not an adult, I'm not his dad. I'm not going to tell him what to do.
Get him a Shirley Temple. We'll go with that one, right?
Give him Shirley Temple. Get this man something cold, icy drink. He's sweating out there. Nice play from Desenio once again.
Real quick, Squiddy, thank you for the bits, greatly appreciated. And this game, I mean, Decinio, this guy needs a massage. He needs a lighter backpack, something, because he has put the Sienna squad on his back and carried him all the way through this series. I mean, that is now 9 goals in just 2 games, and he has all 5 goals in game number 4. He had all 4 in game number 2. Sorry, game 3. I'm flipping my games here. But it's just insane. He gets another one! No, it's going to be Parker getting in.
Hey, you know what, though? One thing that I think a lot of people at home don't realize right now is that the constant of Decinio's ping is anywhere between 140 to, anywhere between 80 to 140, 150 ping, where most of the players in his lobby are all 30 to 50. So it just goes to show that he is really showing up and showing out and playing so well, even with the odds stacked against him. Just an overall fantastic player, and with the 5-0 lead, that's going to be the nail in the cake, the icing on the coffin. I believe that I was wrong. Sienna will take this one 3-1 over the top of Disciples.
And now the question is, do we Brazil? It's really, really close. Decinio was trying to get the Doomsy dish. Unfortunately, didn't get off the wall. Bombed downfield by Carrot. And Pamps pops it up right in front of the net. Parker's got control. Oh, it's wide open. Parker, no! Oh, Parker!
Yo!
Oh, no!
Oh, man. GG's. What an incredible series.
Wow, though, what a series. In Disciples of Sizz, they put up a decent fight. The last 2 games, though, Decinio took that game into his own. He just locked it down and controlled it. 9 goals in 2 games. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. O-Dubs, thank you, man, for hopping in. So real quick, if you guys did enjoy watching the match, make sure that you drop a follow and hit that notification bell so you can get live when we go up with more matches. Because we are going to be live again Thursday night. We have Tier 1 hopping in. We actually have the rescheduled for that other Tier 2 match that was supposed to be tonight. But back